What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Mohawk Motors. My name is Jason. So I want to share something that I found, a product that I've been using for a while now, and I like it. So if you've been here for a while, if you're a subscriber, you know when I find something good, I try to share it. And today I'm sharing some light products with you. So if you've owned or dealt with or have experience with the GMT 800 line of trucks, you know, the 99 to 2006 and the 2007 classic trucks and SUVs, awesome trucks. I love them. But one of the things, the most common issue I see with them is the lights. The headlights fog over, the tail lights delaminate, and it's just, I don't know why GM just couldn't manufacture a light that lasted on these things. But for a while now, and I'm gonna say, probably 2 or 3 years, I've been getting lights from a company called Nilight, and I found them on Amazon. And I've got their headlights in a bunch of my trucks. I've got their tail lights in a couple of my trucks, and I really like them. So I figured I would show you guys some of the lights that I'm using. So they have factory options, they have aftermarket, they have tinted. So let me show you some of these lights I have around here. Here's a first example, my blue single cab. I've got their tinted headlights and marker lights on this, and I love them. They're still very bright during the day or at night when I'm driving, but I feel like the tinted lights complement the darker color of the truck. I also have their factory replacement tail lights in this one, and they've been in there. Geez, these lights have been on this truck for over a year. No issues, great lights. I also have their tail lights in my 2002 2500 HD. And just recently, if you've been following the channel, you know that I finished up my silver 2005 single cab and getting it on the road. And obviously part of that was getting it through inspection. And I don't know if you noticed in the previous videos, but the headlights on this thing were all fogged over like so many of them are. And the tail lights were delaminating and looked like garbage. So I went back and ordered myself a set of headlights. You can see here, these are just stock replacement housings. They use factory light bulbs. Very easy, remove and replace. And they fit right in place of factory. And then someone from Nilight reached out to me and they said, hey, you know, we like what you're doing on your channel. Would you want to partner up and we'll sponsor you some lights? And I said, heck yeah. I've been using your lights for a while. I'd love to get some to put on one of my projects. And long story short, we worked something out and they sponsored me the tail lights for the silver single cab. And they're nothing crazy. They're factory stock style replacement tail lights, but they look great. And I actually took the time to show you how to install them. So here you go. So what I actually have here are new tail light assemblies. And these are from Nilight. I've used their lights on several of my trucks. I've got a few sets of their headlights. I have a few sets of their tail lights in some of my other projects. And they reached out and said, hey, we like what you're doing on your channel, and we offer some products that we think would be useful for your project. Can we send you some? And being I was already familiar with their product and have had good experiences, I said, absolutely, that would be great. So they gave me some options, and I chose taillights. I need new taillights for this truck. These old taillights, I'm not going to cut it. Can you and this is honestly super common on these Silverados. They delaminate, they crack, they get weirdo light spots in them, and depending on where you live or how strict or not strict your local law enforcement is about lighting and illumination, That doesn't fly for me. I want people to see my brake lights and know when I'm stopping. So, got it unboxed here. They send the kit. They're really nicely packaged. You can see they're using the molded expanding foam to keep them nice and safe. These came with the harnesses on them, which is a nice added bonus in case your harnesses are old. But also, I love that they include this. They've included these with the other stuff I've bought too. New screws, because the screws tend to get old and grody. And also some nice white cotton gloves. I'm probably going to save the gloves. We're not on that level with this thing. But it's nice that they include that in case you're just working on something super, super clean. So I'm going to get these out of the packaging here. I'll show you one. Nice protective film over the lens. And these are just OEM replacement. You can see, they're really nice lenses. Way better than what we have, obviously. We're gonna get them put on. Pretty easy on these. Just pull the little screws, 2 little Phillips heads. Light comes out. Twist out your little light bulb sockets. This will go in the trash. And then I gotta unclip the wire harness from underneath. I'll get the little harness out. New light with our new harness. Poke our harness down through. Actually, first we make sure we've got the right connector. Yes. Now we can poke our harness down through. Place. Whoops. There we go. Ta-da! New light in place. Piece of cake. We'll do the same thing on the other side. go. Ta-da! Super simple to install. Here's our new lights. Really nice. Let's try turn signals. There we go, left turn signal. Right turn signal. Should be our reverse lights, backup lights. Heck yeah. All looking good, nice and bright and clear. And there we go. So nice. It's amazing the difference a set of new tail lights makes on a truck. And like I said, I've used a bunch of Nilight's lights, headlights, tail lights. I think I even got some fog lights from them before. When they reached out, I was happy to work with them because I just like their product. Their prices are very reasonable. And as you saw, they bolt right in as factory. There's no modifications needed, nothing needed to change. They plug right in the factory spots, super easy to install, and just a huge difference. And functional. So thank you so much, Nilight, for sending those out to me. I really appreciate the help with this project. And I'm gonna see what else I have laying around here that I can get installed in this thing. So like I said, super easy to install, and I think they look great. Clear. Now given these ones are only a couple weeks old, but like I said, the ones in my blue single cab, those ones are a couple years old. This set in my silver single cab is a couple years old. And this truck has their tail lights on it also. They still look great. Even my Trailblazer. These are Nilight lights also, and very happy with them. So I'm a bit of a fanboy, but I've also got enough experience with these things that they're worth sharing. And I don't know why it didn't occur to me until now to tell you guys about them, but now you know. I will put Nilight's website in the description for you if you want to check out their stuff, but you can also find them on Amazon, eBay. I haven't found a place that they're not selling their lights yet. So you can find them all over the place. Now, with all that said, I do have one other little upgrade I want to make today, and this one is, it's not a necessity by any means, and depending on where you live, you may or may not need to remove this at inspection time. But this is, I put this on my blue single cab. We're going to install it on the silver single cab today because it makes a huge difference in nighttime driving. And that is the, I've heard it referred to by many names with the all lights on mod. And this is a chip from Fleece Engineering. I like doing it this way just because it's very easy to install, very easy to remove if you need to remove it again. Plus, let's say you put it on one truck, you sell that truck, you get another one, you can take this with you. It doesn't have to stay with the truck. The other modifications and methods I've seen to do this, they're less easy to remove. So let's put this on, and then when it gets dark this evening, I'll come out and show you. So like I said, this is from Fleece Engineering. It's a very simple little circuit board with a couple diodes and a couple contacts, and it just installs under your relays. So you pull your fuse panel off, and then it sits right here under your high beam relay, low beam relay, fog light relay if you have it, and daytime running light relay. So you pull out those 4 relays. If your fingers are going to work for you. You lay your little chip right down in there. And then you put your relays back in. Ta-da, that's it, it's installed. Put your cover back on. And basically what this modification does is, from the factory, these trucks, if you turn the high beams on, it turns off all of the other lights. Well, this changes it so that when you put your high beams on, your low beams stay on. It also turns on your fog lights and your daytime running lights. So instead of only having the high beams illuminated in high beams, you've got essentially 4 sets of lights on when you turn your high beams on. And it gives you way more nighttime visibility. So I'm gonna wrap up some other things, and then this evening when it gets dark, I'll show you. Well, everybody, it's later in the evening. It's nice and dark outside now, so we can get a good look at how these lights look in the dark. I don't know how well this translates in the camera, but these are the front lights. And remember, these are just factory replacement lenses from Nilight. But they look good, and they're nice and bright. Now here's the tail lights. Thank you, Nilight, for sponsoring the tail lights. Appreciate it. And I love the way they look. Just a nice factory replacement light. Now let's see if we can get a good comparison. So here's our low beam lights. And there's our high beams, and this is with the all-on modification. You can see it's a lot of light. If you look from the outside, you can see we've got our high beams, low beams, and fog lights all illuminated. I really like it. I love this modification. There you have it, highs, lows. So there you have it, team. A little simple modification, but some replacement lenses, some replacement lights that I've just had nothing but good luck with. I love the product. They're very easy to install. In fact, they're really like, it's just like replacing your stock ones. It is just replacing your stock ones. Take the old ones off, put the new ones on. Easy peasy. And the tail lights even come with the harness, as I showed you, which is a nice added benefit. So that's it for this one. Thank you so much to Nilight for sponsoring, sending me those tail lights, and just for making an overall awesome product. They've got a huge lineup of lights for all sorts of vehicles, not just Chevy trucks, Ford, Dodge, Honda, Toyota, etc., etc. They've got all kinds of lights and light products, and go check them out, guys. That's it for this one. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you in the next video.